Now to a Detroit cop who took an oath to uphold the law, finding himself on the wrong side of it.
That's right. He's suspected of stealing from his brothers in blue, and now his apparent affinity for shoes could get him kicked off the force.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley is digging into how the officer got caught and listening to Detroit Police Commander and Detroiters about what they think of this.
This officer threw away a career, not just a job, but a career, a profession, for a pair of tennis shoes.
A Detroit cop who swore to fight crime now has the shoe on the other foot. It all started last fall as officers began reporting their gym shoes were being stolen from inside the downtown services locker room. Commander Michael McGinnis says it's restricted access there, so early on they thought a cop was likely the culprit. We're not naming the officer because he has not yet been charged.
One of our investigators had a keen idea to set up a sting operation and see if we would be able to use that to help us to identify who might be stealing the property.
So investigators put a tracking device in another pair of shoes to see if those would come up missing too. They did, and it led them right to the officer's door. How many shoes did they find at the house?
A lot. There's a lot of shoes there.
DPD arrested their fellow officer at his home while executing a search warrant Wednesday. He was taken to the Detroit Detention Center and released Thursday as police worked to identify the shoes stolen from the locker room and determine if others found at his house are also stolen.
I'm quite sure you make enough to buy your own shoes.
Detroiters we talked with are taken aback.
You took an oath to protect the people, and you're stealing from your own people.
Right now, police say it's unclear if the officer planned to sell the stolen decoy shoes. Is the resale shoe market lucrative?
Yeah, it's extremely lucrative. You're able to build businesses, brick and mortars, sell all over the world.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is reviewing the case. The officer in question has been on the force since 2019. Does it sort of bolster your trust in DPD to hear that they're not kidding around and they're holding their own accountable?
Oh yeah, I think so. You're holding the same standard for your coworkers as you would for anybody on the street.
I'm very proud to be a Detroit police officer, and I'm embarrassed at what this officer did and how it makes the department look. But I know, because I live here, that this doesn't represent the officers. This one officer made a very bad decision, and that was his personal decision, and he's going to pay the consequences.
Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.
Thank you, Randy.